Patsy, a lot of the women looking at these videos and on my website will be keen to try and have a baby. And I know for a fact that, they'll be mindful of what they're putting on their skin and what's being absorbed and potentially what could be passed on to the baby. So what are your sort of go-to products? What do you recommend to women who might be in that situation?
I would definitely say be informed and make sure you're not using anything that's too active or chemically at this point in time.
Right.
But one thing that is a really good investment is a very, very good high-grade rosehip oil.
I've heard of that actually.
And there's a couple of brands that I think their rosehip oil is amazing. So there's a brand called Pi, P-A-I, and it's a British brand. And their rosehip oil is absolutely amazing. The concentrate is bright orange.
Wow.
And I only would say use it at night time, not necessarily in the day, because it just has the whole night to absorb. It's very rich. And it's rich in omegas, so it's feeding your skin.
Yes, omegas are really, really important and they have lots of health benefits. But I bet it smells beautiful when you put it on your skin. And
it's quite a natural smelling product. Yeah? It's not perfumed. Most of them aren't. So the other rosehip oil that I like that's quite reasonably priced is by The Ordinary. And I think it's I think it's organic as well, their rosehip oil. And that's quite reasonably priced.
Yeah.
But if you're really, you haven't got that that money to spend on a luxurious product from Pi, or
not everyone does.
No, not everyone does. But you could easily use coconut oil. Just make sure you get organic. Get a small tub, not a huge one, because you're not going to be using. It will take you 5 years to get through a huge tub. So go to a health food shop and just get organic, cold pressed coconut oil, and just use a tiny scoop. Yeah. You can take your makeup off with it and put it on. It's got loads of the natural AHAs, I think is the terminology. That's really, which is actually as more potent in coconut oil than it is in a lot of massive expensive skincare brands. It's got
and it's very natural. And is it exactly the same oil that you buy for cooking in terms of the coconut oil?
Yes, but if you use extra virgin and it's cold pressed, it's better. And it will set cold if it's in a cold temperature, but it will go to liquid if your bathroom's warm.
Yeah.
Another really good high street brand is Sukin, which is an Australian company, and their skincare's really natural. They now stock in Boots and Holland & Barrett, and they've got products with rosehip oil in, and they've got products for sensitive skin and acne-prone skin. But if you want a good, clean brand, that's a good one. We had a young girl in on this morning who was doing an item on bullying, and she got really nervous and was anxious and went bright red and was actually quite distraught because she was on live TV at that. She was only 15. Yeah. And we got she came in the room and I calmed her down, put a flannel on her face. And everyone thought she'd something had happened, but her skin had reacted to a wipe they'd used on an item. Yeah. And I sat with her, and in the end, I asked her what she's been using. Yeah. And I was like, okay. And I went and got her a big pack of products and sent them all to her house. Because there was no one that was really there to support or help her. She had skin that was so sensitive and not like the other girls.
Yeah, that's right. And it's really scary. This is what we were talking about, that there isn't enough education about it. And it can be really terrifying when you get a reaction like that to recognise what your skin is like.
And I just felt like if it's just one teenage girl who's going on to become a woman, I'm helping her make a choice that will be good for her.
Gosh, that's amazing what you did.
But even with my stepdaughter who's young, I'm, if I see wipes, I'm like, let's think about what wipes we are buying. Yeah. The ones with less alcohol and less oil.
Yes. I mean, this is the thing, because I use wipes sometimes to take off makeup. I don't like to generally use them, I have to say, because I also get a bit concerned about the fact, you're dragging your skin down as you wipe. All the movement, right? Which is aging skin and moving it around and isn't great for you. But I have to confess, I do use them when, it's particularly busy and I'm just eager to get to bed and I just wipe it off.
I do too.
Yeah, we all do, I think, at one point or another. But, what are the better wipes to use and what should we be looking for if we have to use the wipes, if it's our only go-to sometimes?
I really love Neil Jard wipes. I've used them for many a festival or where I've been in an environment where I'm not going to get a hot cloth cleanse. Which is what I like.
Yes, and which is the ideal.
The Neil Jard ones are quite reasonably priced, but they do not set my skin on fire. I love This Works. They use rosewater wipes and they're circular. They've got quite a nice structure to them. I use them a lot on Holly. Holly loves them. Like if we need to do a quick change up and completely turn the skin around. I've used them a few times and I don't think I've reacted to them.
Yeah.
But I do get nervous myself.
Yeah.
But the Neal's Yard, it's very hard on the high street to find a good wipe.
It is.
I
There's
tend
so
to
many.
buy an awful lot. What are really good is the organic children's wipes. So in a health food shop, they tend to be the best. They haven't got much alcohol in them, and they're not full of paraffin oils that are going to add a layer of grease to your skin. Like the last thing you need.
I know exactly is grease on my skin.
No.
And that's such an amazing tip, actually. I'm so glad you mentioned it, sort of looking into the children's section of things, because you know what, I actually do that with food sometimes. If I'm really keen to get something that's sort of preservative free, I go to the children's food section and I literally buy the porridge from there, you know, or some of the stuff that's specifically made for them, because it doesn't have all of that added stuff and the preservatives, and the same is true for these wipes. Right, so that's amazing, and that's a great, you heard it here first. Great tip.
No, I think children's wipes, but as long as they're natural ones.
Yeah.
You've got to source them out. I think Sainsbury's have a really good eco wipe.
Do they?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Gosh, so this is the thing, that everyone's producing these wipes, and
the other thing is biodegradable. So you're not really, the big brands, you're not going to get biodegradable. And if you want to do your bit, thinking about where is that going.
Yeah, which we all should be doing, to be honest, and to be fair. I mean, even some of the stuff in exfoliators contains bits of plastic, right?
They've stopped that now, I think.
Okay, I'm glad.
Europe.
But is that a law now that it has to actually stop? Because, I mean, I heard on the grapevine that sometimes when they say that it contains extracts of apricot kernel or whatever it might be, it's actually not the case. And that it doesn't necessarily mean that. So I think with exfoliators, you've just got to be particularly mindful of
Look for
what,
sugar, something with loads of sugar in
scrub.
it, granules. That's so good in the body as well.
So we've had a really great chat about some brilliant products that you can use in your everyday routine, and about generally being a bit more mindful about what's got into them and how to be a bit more natural when it comes to skincare. But let's now get into the real nitty-gritty of how you actually apply this. So we're going to go through how to actually do a morning routine and then an evening routine, and Patsy's going to be there to advise. So join us for the next video.